bastard!
Hello everyone. Wild boars have become a growing problem in many parts of the United States, creating chaos for farmers, hunters, and the environment. These animals destroy crops, damage land, spreading diseases and parasites, and compete with native wildlife. For farmers, this means countless hours of hard work ruined in a single night, while hunters are faced with an increasingly unpredictable and invasive species. The damage caused by wild boars has reached alarming levels, estimated $2.5 billion damage of agriculture and the environment, making them one of the biggest nuisances in rural areas. Farmers and hunters across the country are using smart techniques to fight back. By combining tools like guns and traps, they have found effective ways to manage the wild boar population. Stay tuned to learn their challenges and solutions, showing how communities are tackling this issue step by step in America. Feral pigs, also known as wild boars or hogs, are not native to North America. They were introduced by European settlers for hunting. In Texas and other southern states, wild boar populations have surged in recent years. As of March 2024, Texas is home to an estimated 2.6 million feral hogs, nearly half of the US total, making it the state with the largest population. Wild boars are omnivores that consume crops like corn, soybeans, and peanuts. Using their strong snouts to dig, they cause severe damage to fields, pastures, and ecosystems, costing Texas over $500 million in agricultural and property damage each year. They also destroy native wildlife, harm livestock, break fences, and contaminate water sources. This poses a constant challenge for farmers, as wild boars can devastate entire fields overnight, leading to major financial losses. The animals' rooting and wallowing activities account for up to 95% of crop damage, but they also harm hayfields, orchards, and farming equipment. Additionally, feral hogs carry at least 30 diseases, such as swine brucellosis and pseudo-rabies, which threaten humans, livestock, and wildlife. If these diseases spread to domestic livestock, they could cause up to $21 billion in losses and force some small farmers out of business. With populations growing by 18 to 21% annually, feral hogs are a costly and destructive problem for Texas agriculture. The US government has announced aiming to reduce the wild hog population through hunting techniques. And these techniques help to reduce wild boar population by 75% over next coming years. hunters play a crucial role in controlling wild boar populations. With their expertise and equipment, hunters can significantly reduce boar numbers, especially in areas where trapping and fencing are not feasible. Hunting season runs from November to February, but wild boar hunting is open year-round in Texas. Hunters often use night vision equipment and thermal scopes to track and hunt wild pigs in the dark. While pigs are typically active at dusk and dawn, human activity and climate can push them to feed at night. In such cases, hunting at night can be highly efficient. Night vision optics and sound-suppressed rifles have significantly improved success rates, allowing hunters to remove large portions of wild pig populations. Sometimes entire sounders in open terrain. This method is especially effective in agricultural fields, with minimal impact on livestock and other wildlife. The second method hunters used is baiting. The baiting process is an effective way to manage and reduce wild boar populations. By placing food in specific spots, hunters can draw boars out of dense cover into open areas, making them easier to target. This method allows selective hunting, focusing on larger groups or the most problematic individuals. Baiting concentrates boar activity in designated areas, reducing damage to crops and natural habitats elsewhere. It also saves time and effort in tracking, making it practical for areas with high boar densities. When done responsibly, baiting helps control populations and minimize environmental and economic damage. It's often paired with trapping or night hunting for greater efficiency. The third method hunters used is helicopter hunting. In some areas, especially in large open landscapes, hunters use helicopters to locate and shoot wild boars from the air. This method is highly effective in covering large areas quickly. Trained hunting dogs track, corner, and hold wild boars until hunters arrive. This method is particularly effective in dense forested areas where visibility is limited. The success of removing wild pigs using tracking dogs is dependent on the skill of both the hunter and the dogs being used. Trained dogs could only catch 4 pigs per day before getting too tired to hunt. They also noted that catch success declined as sounder size increased. Thus, hunting wild pigs with dogs is not an effective means of large-scale population reduction. However, the use of highly skilled dogs may be necessary to remove wild pigs, which avoid other control techniques, as trained dogs can track individuals through dense vegetation and across rugged terrain. Through non-lethal methods, farmers use various strategies to mitigate the impact of wild boars. Installing strong, durable fencing is a common method. Electric fences are particularly effective, although they can be expensive to install and maintain. Trapping is the most popular method of controlling wild pigs. Trap designs generally fall into 2 categories: box traps and corral traps. Box traps are enclosed, portable, and easy for one person to set up. They work best for targeting small groups or single animals that cause property damage. While box traps are easy to move, they limit the number of animals caught at once. If used on large sounders, untrapped pigs may learn to avoid traps, making future efforts harder. Corral traps are larger semi-permanent structures, though portable options are also available. These traps can catch more animals at once, making them more effective and cost-efficient. Corral traps achieve capture rates over 4 times higher than individual box traps. Costs for corral trapping range from $14.32 to $121 per pig, with the main expense being the time required to set up and monitor the traps. Research indicates corral traps remove 0.20 to 0.43 wild pigs per man-hour, or about 2 to 5 hours of work per pig. These traps are designed to capture multiple animals at once, making them more efficient than traditional single-animal traps. Though trapping is one of the most effective means of large-scale population reduction currently available in the United States, its impacts are often limited by the inability to deploy traps in remote areas difficult to reach by vehicle or boat. Another effective method farmers use is chemical repellents and noise deterrents, help keep wild boars away from crops and livestock. However, their effectiveness can vary, and boars often become accustomed to these measures over time. The US government agencies and community groups are also involved in managing this invasive species through bounty programs, public awareness campaigns, research, monitoring, and regulation and policy. Governments implement regulations to manage hunting seasons, trapping methods, and other control measures to ensure they are effective and humane. Dealing with millions of wild boars is a multifaceted approach, involves hunters, farmers, government and communities, with combining hunting strategies and techniques to protect both agriculture and environment. Tell us in the comment box, do you agree with hunting strategies and techniques? Which method is best for wild boar hunting? Thank you for watching.